All right, 1 year ago today, the U.S. Senate passed an immigration reform bill. Well, today, the U.S. House has yet to follow its lead, and that's leading to rallies across the country. Immigrant families and activists are holding at least 24 events in cities from Bakersfield, California, to Boston, Massachusetts. CNN's Alexandra Field is at a rally in New York. Alexandra, what are people there telling you?
Well, Fred, we know that this is such a divisive issue, and people on both sides of it are very impassioned. They all want to be heard, and it's the reason that they're trying to draw attention to it today. You can see some of the crowd coming up behind me here. These are supporters of immigration reform. They work for different community activism groups. They have been lobbying and pushing for immigration reform. They also have family members who are part of different deportation proceedings. They say today is the day to raise attention for what they want, which is immigration reform. They say they're here to send a loud and a clear message to Washington. Here's what a couple of the demonstrators told us.
Because we want the president to know that it's his turn to do something. Immigration reform is dead in Congress, and it's up to him to keep families together and to pass deferred action for everyone so that we can make sure that kids don't have to worry that they're going to come home and their parents are not going to be there.
And the people coming out here in Lower Manhattan today and really across the country say the issue is that they are sick of waiting. It's been a year since Senate Democrats passed a reform bill. They say that they really want to draw attention to this now. They're calling this day a jumping off point for a lot more lobbying across the country and in Washington. Of course, Fred, what we're seeing here and what's likely happening in a lot of places where these rallies are being held is that we are seeing counter-protesters. We've spoken to a small group of people. They've come out here. They're holding signs saying no amnesty. They're obviously representing people who are on the other side of this debate, Fred.
Now, Alexander, is there any contact or, are there words being exchanged between these two, different sets of protesters?
I think that there's certainly a debate that's going on, and we have seen some of the protesters interacting. The people who are here to say that they are not for the immigration reform bill are much smaller in numbers. This was an event that was largely organized by immigration reform supporters. So that other group is outnumbered. We have seen some exchanges, some sort of back and forth, the kind of thing that, we're all used to hearing in this very divisive debate. Certainly it hasn't escalated, though, beyond impassioned words. That's what's happening out here, Fred.
All right, Alexandra Field right there in New York.